All right, let's go. Welcome to another episode of eCom Reality, where we talk all things e-commerce, Shopify, Meta ads, Google ads, email, and so on. So, in this one, what I want us to actually talk about is conversion rate optimization. And the main reason why I want us to actually do that is because it's an important thing. And I'm just coming off a call with a brand that is trying to do international, and it's tough to put it nicely, because especially when you try to go international, you need different websites, different languages, different buttons, different checkouts, different emails. So that's way too much, honestly. So that's why I work even with brands that make over like 5 million, 6 million, and they barely can dedicate time, energy, resources to international. And then you have the smaller brands, which might be selling clothes that are trying to sell them in, let's say, Germany, Spain, Italy, all of these countries. And it's way too hard to do it just because of what I just said. It's the complexity of having so many variables. So basically, that's why I would focus mostly on the English market, because let's talk about CRO in general. Even if you have just one language, one country, then you still have so many variables on the website, such as what's your offer? What's your top bar looking like? Is it the free shipping? Is it the offer that you have right now, such as buy two get one free, $10 off your first order if you're a new customer? If you're not a new customer, is it a different bar? Like, these are questions that you actually need to ask yourself, and that is why I'm making this video. It's also for myself, it's also for you, and at the same time, something that you can easily do is basically download the transcript of this YouTube video. You can just Google download transcript. You get the transcript from this video, and you ask ChatGPT, all right, based on what Felix just said here, can you give me a game plan of how to improve CRO for my business, which is, and then you can add the website if you want, and it will also give you some suggestions, probably better ones than if you didn't give it your website, right? So sometimes it's that simple. But let's be honest, how many actually do it, right? Because even you right now, you probably won't go and download the transcript of this video, and honestly, you don't need to. But will you open at least ChatGPT, or will you just like keep listening to me, then switch to another video, and then do shit about it, So this is where we need to be self-aware, because I'm in the same boat. I do consume a lot of information, and I don't take enough action. I'll go to a conference next week in Barcelona, and guess what? I'll probably listen to some speakers, maybe, if networking doesn't get the entire time. And guess what? I'd probably implement 0 things, honestly. Like, that's how much we don't value sometimes the information. And it's also because before you actually try something, you don't know what it can actually do, right? Like, someone can tell you, right, how it is to have $1 million, right? But if you haven't gone through the process and you didn't make it yourself, then of course it's more difficult. And I'm just looking at the cat here, a cute cat, as all cats for that matter. But coming back to the subject here, CRO is definitely such a complex subject, especially because it also takes time. I mean, not necessarily a lot of time, because you can improve some things right away. That's why you can actually ask ChatGPT, okay, give me some improvements for my shitty website, right? And then it will give you some improvements, most likely. But after that, you do need some time to actually see if those changes made a difference or if they didn't, right? And I'm also saying this because I'm doing paid ads primarily, right? Then I'm also helping some brands that are of a certain scale with email. But CRO is an entirely different thing. I don't have enough resources, bandwidth, energy for that. And you spread yourself too thin if you try to do everything. That's why I do want to focus more so on paid ads, because at this point I'm aware there aren't as many people even at the same level as me, you know. So it's just confidence from actually doing it enough times and knowing that looking at what other people are doing, you just get more confidence, you know. So it's not necessarily being delusional, but you just see different levels. And I'm sure that also, for example, in the info space, I do believe that there are many guys that would kill it compared to what I would do, you know. So I'm aware where I am better and where I'm not better. So really important to be self-aware. But beyond that, when it comes to CRO, so there are some CRO agencies out there. I would say not so many, and the main reason is the following. Because if you are charging, let's say, 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K, 6K, and so on, right? First of all, that brand needs to have money. So basically, it should already have some proof of concept. And the other thing is that it also takes time. So you won't really see results right away, right? And how many brands are willing to do that? To hire, let's say, an agency, a CRO agency, have to wait 2 months maybe to see some results. I mean, yeah, maybe you get some improvements after the first month, but to get statistically significant data, it's probably more so like 2 months, 3 months, and basically you have to pay for that period. And if it fails, it's like you feel like you actually wasted that money, right? So that's why even for CRO agencies, you need to know how to package your services, because yeah, it's easy to mention, all right, I will increase your conversion rate by 10%, which means for a $1 million brand who makes 100K profit, another 10K profit, right? Something like that. Actually, no, probably more than that, because if you get an increase in revenue, you also get an increase in profit. So it might be more than that. And the thing is that you can always justify a service if you actually show what they might gain, right? But the thing is, you actually need to be good at it. If you're not good at it, then of course you just won't make enough money long term, right? Because even for myself in paid media, I have to, and I will have to have great performance all the time if I want to stay there at the top, to be one of the best in eCom, right? You don't just get there and get lazy. Things change. Tactics to some extent change in terms of how you structure your account, what matters most, right? And there are huge differences. That's why Elon Musk earns, I don't know how much, but 1 million more than me, you know, 1 million times more than myself. That's why other people who are employees probably earn, I don't know, 10, 15 times less than me, right? And then I'm not sure if there are minimums that are way too low in Africa that we could compare it to. So the thing is that there are levels of efficiency, and that is why actually CRO is all about efficiency to some extent. It's about looking at the data, seeing what's working, and the thing is that CRO would be easy if there would be just one element that you would change, right? But in most cases, most people, most brands don't have the luxury of changing just one thing and then also being stable. And what do I mean by that? Well, think of it like this. If it's summer and you sell summer clothes, of course you'll have better performance, right? But what if autumn comes and your products are not, or you don't have as many good products for autumn? Then basically you'll make less money. And imagine this, even if your CRO agency is doing better, like they're improving their conversion rate maybe, but maybe the AOV is lower. So, and is that their fault? Hard to say, right? Because you can't control everything. So this is where we actually need to be aware, and that's why I'm big on communication, because like with communication you can figure things out, right? Like I'm not the best media buyer, I'm not the best growth strategist, creative strategist, whatever, right? And no one from my team is either. But I do think that we're pretty good at responsiveness, communication, and just collaboration, because if you know how to collaborate, you just get more insights faster, and that's what gets you from level 1 to level 2 to level 3 to level 4 to level 5 faster. And that's why I also try to be around people who have certain, let's say, qualities, such as being responsive. Loyalty is a big thing, but I mean, you can't really force it on anyone. So, I mean, you might have someone who is responsive, all of that, but they might not be loyal. I mean, you'll just have to swallow that one, because you can't have perfection all the time. But this is because I have sun here. I would say that's pretty much it for this one. It was mostly a reminder that CRO is one of the most important things, and I just had a conversation about that. So clearly top of mind right now, hence why I'm bringing it up. But yeah, I would say that's pretty much it, because it's getting way too hot in here. And if you enjoyed it, you can leave a like. And until next time, peace out.